Today we're going to check out the yard on Madden 21. I have not played this yet, but I have watched some gameplay, and I have created the one and only Brandon Warren from the Kalispell Warhawk Dynasty, the 5'10", 185-pound quarterback from the small town of Watford City, North Dakota. I was going to put Fargo here as the hometown, but they're nowhere near each other, actually. I'd never heard of Watford City. But that's where Brandon Warren hails from. He was a great quarterback for Kalispell in the Dynasty. He is in my Broncos franchise right now at the Minnesota Vikings, hence the Vikings helmet. I thought it'd be fun to play with here in the yard, as I have not played yet, and I'm going to play my first action of it here. So let's check it out. This is a mode that, will remind a lot of us of NFL Street or NFL Tour, if you were one of the few people that played that game. I like NFL Tour. So, from my understanding here, it looks like you got different ways you can level up your player. You can choose to be any position besides lineman, because there are no linemen here in the yard. I believe it's a 7-on-7 game type. Maybe it's even less, I'm not sure. But Warren's a quarterback, so I think you get to choose whatever one you want here, and then you can develop whatever prototype you have. So I think, with Brandon Warren, the Lamar Jackson Truz scrambling quarterback prototype is probably the best for him. Obviously, his speed was one of his greatest strengths in college, so we'll get Brandon Warren that prototype. I guess I get to pick some abilities here. Pick Artist, Tip Drill, Comeback, and Acrobat. These are defense. We'll go Pick Artist. Can I pick something else? Reduce zone objectives while losing, diving, swats, and INTs. So I think when you're a quarterback, you play safety as well, because players play both ways, which is kind of cool. See players playing roles they're not typically in. I don't have any skill points yet, so I can't do anything for Warren. I really hope he has some speed here off the bat, so he can resemble that college skill set a little bit. Why are his arms so big? He's been working out. He's been busy hitting the gym. All right, so I said it again. All right. Why do I say that so much? Now, for those of you that like customization here, there is a ton of that in the yard, and you're able to customize a home and away loadout. So I have a more standard Vikings one here, and then the home. If I see some blue customization, I gotta go with it there. I love those pants. I like those in real life. Let's go beyond microtransactions now. I actually want those for myself, not for Warren necessarily. Now, it's not an ability right now, but I'm fairly certain that in the future they'll allow you to make multiple characters for the yard, especially because they're monetizing it with various customization options. And what better way to keep that going than multiple characters? Here's my quarterback. Here's my wide receiver. I imagine that'll be a thing. Maybe. But I'm ready to play my very first game here in the yard. We have Brandon Warren. And just kind of want to play on my own here. We have tryouts. New to the yard. Start here and get on the field with 2 practice drives and then your first game. So it's 6-on-6. I don't know the controls or all the rules yet. I've seen some of the ridiculous things you can pull off. Will I play online? I'm not sure. I have no idea, actually. So I'm just going to pick a different song here. So let's check this out then. Try out a drive on offense. Select your position on field. Okay, so I can choose where he lines up. Obviously, we're going to go quarterback and safety here. I know the field is a lot smaller as well. I think it's, what, a 60 or something yard field? And, yeah, I like the Truz upgrade here. We're getting Darren Waller, Derwin James, Denzel Ward, Jeff Okudah, and I don't know the last player. I have no idea how long I'll play this. I just kind of wanted to check it out, and I thought I'd do it live here. I know there's a lot of cool trick plays and double passes you can pull off. I saw some of that, and I'm interested. Alright, 6-on-6 Iron Man football. Learn the new gameplay rules. Double pass behind the line of scrimmage, so it's like the XFL. Hike the ball to anyone. Respect the rush timer. And have fun. That's a rule. You have to have fun. Alright, so let's try it. There's the home team. And we're up against... I don't even know everybody here. Wish we got even that much for a franchise, seeing players meet there in the middle. So we have some different plays here, not your standard NFL playbook or anything. I kind of want to go with a trick play right away. Volcano looks like it could be a trick play. So, let's snap it here. Let's hand this off. Never mind. You know, first play, you gotta just get used to some things. All right, 2nd and goal. I guess we have Josh Jacobs. We're going to go out here. We're going to go back to Warren. He's got it. And a touchdown. Okay. That was pretty easy. That was pretty simple. So that was 8 points. I think you get like bonus points for like the way you score or something. I don't know exactly the full scoring system, but I guess I won. It's all over. You better have fun, Kane. It is a rule. I kind of had fun on that one play. So you upgrade the prototype. Nice. Top 3 scores qualify. Beat score to increase city rank. Okay. So let's go for it again. Are we on defense this time? Looks like the same team. I like Jeff Okudah's uniform here. I want one of those. Yes, Warren is jacked in here, okay? Like I said, he's been working out every day, non-stop. It's fine. I wonder if that's like a model of a helicopter from like Battlefield they just threw in here. All right, we're on defense now. I will actually use her here. It's not franchise. I don't have to control Warren either. Throwing outside. Uh-oh, got me. Got to be ready for that double pass behind the line of scrimmage. I'm going to call this play like every single time, I think. I have no idea who the CPU has. It's not clear. Oh, behind the back. That's an interesting juke. Another one here. I'm getting picked apart by the CPU. Uh-oh. To the outside now, and trying to go for a late hit here, I guess. It's goal to go. Throwing it forward here. Quick flip ahead for a few yards. Not bad. That defense seems kind of tough. At least I'm not really sure what my strategy is yet. This is going to the end zone. I almost got it with Josh Jacobs. Almost. Alright, this might be easier though. We can just sit here. That's knocked down. How do we not pick that? Derwin James, he'd catch that. Oh, did I win? Did they remove Superstar KO? I don't believe so. I have not played it on this game though. I think the first downs are 20 yards in this. But I honestly was not paying much attention to that. I was just trying to understand, like, how it would be played. The throwing and everything. Alright, so we got a skill point here for Warren. I think we got to upgrade the speed, right? So we go to the skills. Finesse running. Throw accuracy. Nope, we're going speed. Oh, it's only half. Oh, wait. No, it filled all the way. Never mind. I kind of want to play more of a full game. How long do I have to wait until I can just play like a regular game where you get like 3 drives each? Can I use Gophers draft classes? The only way I can use those is in Madden 25. Unless you're talking about like customization on players from those classes. I can't do custom classes right now for like the Broncos franchise. I don't have any plans for what I'm doing on 21 yet, so I don't think we'll be seeing any of those players. Alright, I want to see if I can get a turnover this time here. It's 1st and 20. They're throwing outside here, and a double pass for about 15 yards or so. I'm trying to think of which plays do I trust? How do I want to handle defense here? See, this deep zone just seems like it would make the most sense. You can't edit the like coverage like hard flat or anything like that. It'd be kind of nice if you could. I kind of feel like you just got to get lucky and force a turnover, but maybe I'll try man coverage here. All right, I can't blitz. How long is the blitz timer? And what happens if I do blitz? Oh, I got a force field there. Never mind. Maybe man coverage is the way to go. Maybe you have like man-to-man and then you take your blitzer and you can blitz if you want, or just roam looking for an opening. Let's try that the rest of this game. Man-to-man. Nobody gets wide open because man-to-man coverage is better in this game. Until I get beat over the top by Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, this mode's kind of weird. But I want to see like a full-on game in what I think of it there. Time to throw. There's the deep ball. And we got to get that. Derwin James. Do I get bonus points for a pick 6? Doesn't matter. So I'm winning 1-0. Are interceptions worth points? Apparently. Poor Tua. Ooh, I take over. Nice. I do get 3 drives. So you can, see the play art here and think about how you want to do maybe some double passes. And you can do them a couple different ways on each play, too. With some of the players coming across. I gotta call a play Hurricane. Wasn't there a play called Hurricane in NFL Tour as well? Alright, so we draw his attention. We throw it back to Warren. He wasn't even looking. I can throw it 3 times? I'm going over here. I'm going over here. And that's going to be a touchdown. I didn't know I could throw it again. But I guess that works. If I hold L2, I can snap to any player. That's interesting. Darren Waller's left-handed? I didn't know that. Yeah, this is not your standard football experience. I'm going for 3. I'm already up 10-0. What are they going to do? So I can snap it to anybody. Uh-oh. Why'd you tell me that? I got bonus point for a multi-pass touchdown. So it gets kind of confusing. What is a one-score game? I suppose if you can get a multi-pass touchdown and go for 3, it must be like 12 points then becomes a one-score game? Would that be correct? Snap to the running back first. Taken down. Alright, and then with a lot of yardage to go, maybe call these deep zone plays. And then we'll chill underneath here with Derwin James. I'm not even trying to bring pressure, and maybe that's a mistake. Giving them all kinds of time here. You know the CPU is eventually going to figure something out. So I think this time I'm actually going to blitz here with Brandon Warren. What's the timer on? I can blitz now, apparently. The second pass was backwards? So it's 2 forward passes per play. Unlimited backwards passes and laterals. Do X factors even work anymore? I mean, I think so. I got in the zone with Warren. I think it's, what, first one free or something? That's thrown outside. Oh, Warren does not have the ability to lay a big hit. Timer is 1 second. Okay. Does that even require a timer? I'll blitz here again. But you gotta be sure of who's getting the ball. Unlimited passes behind the line of scrimmage and unlimited laterals. Okay, so it's XFL to the next level. I wonder how tough it was to develop the AI to run these weird plays. Oh, right over Waller's head. I want to see how many throws I can get on a play. Gave up the touchdown. So, what are they going to go for then? Is this like a 1-point conversion? They go direct snap to the running back. And will not get it. I pre-ordered the standard edition of Madden, but I have EA access. Do I still get the game on the 25th? Yeah, the trial is early. And that's what I'm playing right now. I haven't pre-ordered the game or anything. I didn't have to do like 4 passes or anything there. That was too easy. That wasn't even enjoyable. I'm going for 3 again. I was trying to throw it back to Warren. I don't know why I thought his button would be X. Hey, maybe I'll try playing online or something here. Make it a little more exciting. The gameplay feels decent. There are some things that are certainly better, like man coverage working is a breath of fresh air. Definitely, a lot of things are a little bit toned down. It feels like the gameplay is a little bit slower. It feels like an improved version of Madden 20. Alright, let's see if we can bait them into a deep pass here and get Warren a nice INT. Deep ball, Denzel Ward. He'll get the pick instead. So lateraling has to be a big part of this, right? I don't have to just throw the ball forward. I want to be doing some laterals here with L1. Does that work? Well, we're not going to know right here. Uh-oh, Denzel Ward's in some trouble. Alright, still getting the hang of it. Laterals are more reliable than regular games. Okay. Alright, deep dish. I'm about to get hungry. Man, I'm just calling the worst plays. Alright, how do I get 29 yards here? Tsunami. Might have to go to Denzel Ward on this one. Let's direct snap here and just go down immediately. I have no clue what I'm doing. It was easier when I just threw the standard throw to Darren Waller. Still win. Yeah, it kind of seems cool. So far, does not seem like a mode I would put a lot of time into myself. But I should have just unlocked something, I think. Location, Lambeau Tailgate. What's that all about? We have different events here. 3 drives each. Pass timer. Pass rush timer. Overtime modified college. Alright, let's try one of these Lambeau Tailgate events here. Beat a team of Packers by assembling a squad with their division rivals. Can I please choose who I'm drafting? Select your position on field. Alright, quarterback safety for Brandon Warren. Select play style. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a mode that's meant to be played with your friends, and I could see that being a lot more enjoyable. You know, the customization, I think, will be a big draw for some. I mean, I think the customization looks cool, but it's never been a very important thing to me in games to have that customization. To me, it's always just been an extra. I hardly even notice it. Like, a lot of times people say, this guy's wearing a weird helmet, and I'll be like, oh yeah, he is. Never noticed. Yeah, it would be kind of fun with a draft. I was wishing they would let me. So, offensive pass rush timer. The player receiving the snap may not scramble unless they are rushed by a defender. Remember, defenders may not rush until the line is green. So, where'd that ball come from? Hold up. That ball got snapped from the defense. My R1 and square are both invisible. Multi-snap. That's great and all. I'm gonna snap it to an invisible player then. Well, we found some bugs. Someone call the exterminator. So they're not even moving. I have only 2 receivers I can throw it to. This is... I'm outnumbered. What can I do? I got a plan. I will score. I only need a couple receivers. Held ball too long. They just keep changing the rules on me. Now, in my defense, I didn't read the rules. It's 3-on-5. We have literally 3 players playing zone defense. I can't even control Justin Jefferson. Like, it's not allowing me to, like, control him. Don't even say it's not the full game. This is the full game. They might release a day 1 patch, but it's like, it's the full game. Betas aren't even betas anymore, and this isn't even labeled a beta. I can't move my player. There will probably be a day 1 patch, but this is the final game. I cannot move my player, and I'm missing 2 other players, so it's really 2-on-5. We are at a tremendous disadvantage. I can't even move him. Why do I continue to play this? I guess I'm just wanting to see if it gets any worse. So I don't have a quarterback back here. Oh boy. I want to score a touchdown outnumbered. Oh, Thielen! All right. Oh, boy. What an experience that was. Oh, man. I should have known it was probably going to crash. That doesn't happen online. Can we expect the best CFM teams to use in Madden 21? Yeah, I think enough people enjoy those. I wouldn't mind putting one of those together. It's fun to look through rosters and whatnot, so I can put one of those together even if I don't really need one for myself, unless I'm like doing a rebuild, and I think I will be doing a rebuild, but not a new franchise right now on the main channel. Hot coffee or iced coffee? I don't like coffee. I don't drink coffee. I drink water, and that's about it. Let's switch up the tunes a little bit. Alright, so we just had a great time playing the yard. Might be fun to go head to head. Should I play more offline or go head to head? What do you guys want to see? Favorite Kalispell players to play with? Well, I got Brandon Warren here. Otherwise, from the Dynasty, I mean, I love playing with Ja'Cory Day and now Matthew McNair. Austin Jenkins was so much fun. A lot of you want to see head-to-head. All right, just give me a moment. I'm going to just set this up so I don't know if like there's voice chat in there, but I don't want to be hearing anybody. So just one moment, please. Marquise Walker. I enjoy playing with Marquise Walker quite a bit. I got the hang of playing with him that like last year, and then we took it to the next level. All right, y'all. Head to head. I feel prepared enough. Oh yeah, Marquise on the Giants. That was a really, really fun series. And there were times where the gameplay was so dialed in. I loved playing that. But like every patch would affect the experience. How's the Broncos franchise going to work? I just keep playing it on Madden 20, man. I'm having a good time. Legitimately, I'm enjoying myself with it. But I only have current gen ones, so which one on current gen? Like a Madden? I'm not sure your question. Yep, I am planning on ending the Bucks rebuild. Ooh, I get the draft. Jair Alexander. I'm a Viking fan. Do I want Kyle Rudolph? I'm going Jair. I mean, I had a draft crush on him, and he goes to the Packers. Just like I love Kyle Fuller. He goes to the Bears. All right, next up, Kyle Fuller. Why not? Fuller and Jair. We are stacked at corner. Dalvin Cook, Eric Kendricks, Trey Flowers, David Montgomery. Oh, I'm going Dalvin. Dalvin Cook. Jordan Love. David Bakhtiari. What do the tackles really do here in this mode? I'm going Thielen. Jordan Love, Jimmy Graham, Roquan Smith, Eddie Jackson, or A.J. Dillon. We're going A.J. Dillon. Gameplay is slower, that's the difference. Yeah, the gameplay is slowed down a bit. There's my team, everybody. We got A.J. Dillon. Wow, he is huge compared to Cook and Fuller. I have not seen Not the Expert's new video in the Death Valley Dynasty, no. Should I check it out? I could. I like that uniform there for Von Miller. Suggestions on alternative ways to watch NFL Red Zone since Dish dropped it? I'm not sure who all carries Red Zone. I think Fubo TV does, but I'm not sure. I have to figure it out for myself this year. What do I think of the yard so far? You know, it's kind of cool, but it hasn't really hooked me in yet. I think something's missing for me. All right. No idea what I'm doing, but that makes it more fun. Thielen, back to Cook. See ya later. Dalvin's got the moves. I could have thrown it again. Sorry I'm late. Had college stuff to get sorted. Man, I never come first. You don't gotta apologize for not being able to watch. Jair across the field. Almost picked off, but it's not because I'm really good at this. Oh, Thielen. Let's go. I know I'm going to be just double passing way too much. I'm going to throw a ridiculously unnecessary pick. Bang. Dalvin. Oh, man. We got this. No running plays. This looks like triple option. Scrap that one. I can block the center. Oh. So that's where having offensive linemen would come in handy. I didn't know I could hot route. I didn't know. You can't hot route. You're limited in like Superstar KO, so I thought you might be more limited here as well. Oh, I can't ever scramble? Like never? Held ball too long. My bad. Uh-oh, he's open! Brandon Warren has scored. What a beautiful touchdown drive. I'm going for 2. So we're going to go over here. And then we're going to go, why'd you flip it? Throw it. Did we ever do the sim to see how the Giants would deal with that absolutely absurd contract they signed Walker for? Yeah, that actually did happen. Thank you for the super chat. What happened was the game basically ignored that it existed. It did not cause any game-breaking issues. It was as if it never happened. They just ignored it. So it wasn't all that interesting. You can scramble. I just wait too long or something? Okay, so you never want to leave the middle open. I'm learning that. Number 8 with the Cardinals. Is that like Sam Bradford? So to the outside now. A-Rob behind the line here. Throw it. Go for it. He's going to throw it over here. Oh, he got away with it! Tilted already. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's his custom player. So, no yards, right? Good. All right, 3rd and 9 here. Savage. The yard is cool, but I don't see myself playing this more than regular games. Yeah, I mean, I think if you had a group that you were playing with, it would make it infinitely more fun. Everything becomes more fun that way. But, yeah, for me, I don't think I'll be playing this a lot. I wanted to check it out. I mean, the game's brand new. Just wanted to hang out with y'all and see what's up. Okay, that was not great defense. He's going to go for 3. Feeling risky. I got Adam Thielen here in zone coverage. Kind of a weird play to select here. He's going to want to go to the corner. Dylan, why didn't you cover that? All right, he knew how to run that play. That was pretty good. So it's 9-6. Quick snap over here. Bang. Across the field. Is that picked? I didn't know even who triangle was. I just hit it. I was panicking. Remembering the icons is like half the game here. So you know who to throw it to. I think that you should need more yards for a first down. I feel like I have a lot of room for error. And then I can just call something safe that's hard to defend. What was that? What kind of throw was that? Just throw a bullet pass. You can still throw it regularly. I don't know what that was. That should have been easy first down. Yeah, you do get a point for a pick. Which is really bad for me because I'm going to be giving up free points quite a bit. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on these double passes. I feel like I'm playing way too soft. Especially that play. I mean, that's the softest play in the playbook. So let's go with this too deep approach then. See how that changes things a bit. Ooh. When does the game officially come out? To be honest, I don't know. They have like 48 release dates, so I don't know. We're playing cover 2. Who is playing soft? Absolutely nobody. I gotta control that guy, I guess. I'm gonna get blown out here. Not very good at this. I feel like the more I play, the worse I get. A.J. Dillon to a wide open Dalvin Cook. That's how you do it right there. I don't have enough drives, though. Yeah, it's still a 10-hour deal with EA Access. Alright, so if I can get a pick 6, maybe I win? Or no, he already had his third drive, right? Or is this the third drive? Do I have to get a pick 6 to win? Can he just, like, punt the ball? Can you punt in this game? He almost did it! He almost threw a pick right there. What do you think about the idea for a rebuild challenge where you have to trade away your first, second, and third round pick every year? I do think some draft pick restrictions would be kind of cool to play with. Yeah, I've thought about that. Similar stuff, not that exactly. I have to get a pick 6 or a fumble something. Do you believe? Come on. I just need a pick 6. Come on. Come on. Come on! Got the pick! No 6. I'm down 2. I had him. I gotta go again. Because now I know my play. It's that cover 2 and I'll play soft. Put the pressure on him. Now, I haven't played a game like NFL Street in a while. I've played NFL Tour. In some ways, those games had more of a fun feel to them than this. Like, in here, I feel that it's just all about the plays, because you can do all these passes, so it's just all about kind of manipulating the other team into giving you kind of a wide open look, at least from what I've seen so far. So it almost feels like the players are just, you know, they don't play as much of a role. Because everybody's just throwing dots, everybody's making plays, it's just... is someone covering a certain area. It feels like the defensive play call is the most important factor so far. We'll see. I'll give it a little bit of time. All right, should I change it up this time here? Let's go Roquan Smith. I'm sure the abilities, you know, those are pretty important too, but it feels like most of the situations haven't required abilities because players are just open or they're not. Preston Smith, Tariq Cohen. Sure, let's go with Tariq Cohen. Let's get Kirk Cousins out there. Let's go Justin Jefferson. Kenny Galladay. Hopefully I can do a little bit better in this one. Yeah, what is the Truz ability? Is it just for quarterback fumbles? Yeah, I mean, I don't like that they made abilities that are so, like, essential. Like, Escape Artist should be tied to speed, acceleration, that kind of thing. It should not be an ability that you need to actually leave the pocket reasonably with a quarterback. All right, let's try this again. That's like the most sim way to play that game right here. Just a quick little 7-yard pass. Just lull them to sleep. Warren got out of the way, and he missed. So accuracy will matter here. I haven't upgraded Warren's accuracy yet. Oh, he dropped it. It is Roquan Smith, a linebacker. I have Kirk Cousins. I don't even know why I took Kirk Cousins. He's out there playing receiver, though. That was probably the biggest waste of a pick I could have made. Okay, I just turned the ball over on downs. I couldn't even make it to midfield that time. All right, but I got my defensive strategy this time, I think. All right, I'm just going to sit underneath here with Tariq Cohen every single play. Oh, I should have maybe considered that as a possibility. Nice move, David Montgomery. All right, we're actually going to be calling another play right now. I like how they have an animation for running into that force field. Ha! Love it. But I'm going to be covering more underneath, obviously. It's just a lot more upside there. Feeling. I know it's harder to cover as much ground as a user, and I think that's, you know, good for balance. Like, the user's been OP for a very, very long time. So I don't mind that at all. You actually have to be intentional with what you want to do, and you can't just, you know, cover everything. I'm probably going to lose this game, too. All right, so the flip backwards, the throw across the field. There's Warren here, and I'm going to be taking that. It's lateral back to Cohen. We are going to maybe give up 2 points back. think I just gave him a point on that. Because I ended up with like a safety. Don't worry, guys. There's a reason I got Kirk Cousins. Never mind. Just how I drew it up. One of my biggest issues so far has been like the icons disappearing and then having to hesitate as I figure out who is who. That was a pretty sweet play though. Touchdown. Got it. Let's go for 2. Warren's accuracy is no good. Have I played any Fall Guys yet? I played one game. It was kind of neat. I've watched some of it on Twitch though. I keep forgetting where like the line of scrimmage is too, so I always think they're past it. Maybe the whole key here is to just take corners and play man coverage. Just get the stickiest man coverage you can get. Oh, I thought he was going to throw it forward. I thought I had the pick right there. Smart play. That was pretty good. Yeah, how good is the PGA? The PGA game. I was checking that out on Twitch yesterday as well, and I'm interested. And if anyone's played it on Switch, how does it run? Because I'm kind of interested in getting it on Switch if I get it. All right. I got to make this one really count. Galladay. How far will he take this one? Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Yeah, a new PGA game came out yesterday. PGA 2K21. So no matter what, my opponent gets one more drive. I don't trust myself to get a stop. I got to score, though. So the only way I can win, really, is to go for 3 or to go for 2 and then try to get a pick to win the game. So maybe I'll do that. There's probably an overtime feature, too. I think it's college overtime. Galladay. Nope. So I have to get a pick 6 again. Same situation as last time. One thing I'll say about this, defense is not fun at all. Because the offense is just so much better. I love Hot Shots Golf. All right, somehow we got to get a pick 6. He's just going to scramble. End the game. I lost again. Maybe I'll play one more, try to get the win. Yeah, there have been some bugs on the game, I know. It runs slower, the frame rate will slow down a lot. It seems like there's a lot of stability stuff that has to get ironed out, and hopefully they do that by the day 1 patch. I'll play one more of these, but I think I've about had my fill of this mode, honestly. Unlock some stuff. Let's play one more. I want to try to get a dub. I'm not too critical on games until they officially release. I mean, this is the game. This is the final game. Without a day 1 patch, it's the final game. This isn't a beta for a game that's 6 months out. This is the final game. I was hoping they'd give me a corner here or something. Taking a couple corners this time to see if I can improve my coverage. And honestly, most betas aren't even betas. Like, most betas these days are for games that come out like just a couple weeks later. Like, that's not a beta. It's marketing. It's the final game early, a piece of it. Like, betas aren't what betas used to be. Rebuild the Titans. Thank you, Garrett, for the super chat. Have not decided on any teams I want to work on building this year. Like, I would think 9 times out of 10 these days, you can just judge a game by its beta because it's the final game. Or it's close enough. 95% is the game. They're nothing more than marketing tools. It's not an actual beta build. That still has a long way to go. Yeah, so, I mean, the mode's kind of cool. There are some cool elements to it, but I don't know that I'll be motivated to play anything beyond what I do in this stream. It'd be fun to, like, play a street game. I don't have one besides NFL Tour, like, immediately after and be like, okay, which one do I like better? Which one do I think is more fun? Nope, we're going to go back this way. And watch out, Galladay, you're picked off. I'm horrible at this. There goes my drive. I have to score every drive to win, pretty much. I got no hope otherwise. I know I'm not really focused on getting anybody in the zone. I haven't really been paying a lot of attention to that stuff. And I probably would be doing better if I was. How did I not tackle him? And how come my guys are oftentimes just standing around? That's a fumble. Let's go. I made a play. I don't get a point for that because it's not a pick. But that's big. He's right there. I know it's tough, but it should be complete. I might be the worst player at this game. Definitely the worst player at this game. All right, 4 verticals. That was a long animation there, Brandon. Can I get another turnover? See, they always end up throwing it back to the original guy. That's the way to go. Intercepted. We've both thrown away the ball. We're going to have the lowest scoring game of the yard. Look at Dalvin go. So close to that win. All right, now what do I go for? I think at least 2. All right. Got it there. Got it. Nice. 9-1. So he'll have to get 8 to tie. So what is he going to do first here? You think just play it safe? Yeah, he likes these double passes like me. Yeah, it goes back to the original. It's always smart. I don't look there. Blitzing this time. Uh-oh. That works. It's very easy to get out of position here when you're over-aggressive. I got a hot take for you. I think the defense should be given an additional player. I think it should be 6-on-7. The offense is already OP enough. Nicely done. It's a fumble. He can't throw that. Or he can! It was fumbled. I imagined he had to run from there. All right, so he's got to go for the conversion now. He can't throw it as he throws it wide open for a touchdown. Wait, he's going for 1. Oh, because he threw it twice. Because it was a double pass. At least I broke that up. All right, so we're going to OT. Why would you choose to play offense first? Why would you want that situation. You want to know what you got to get. Throw it to him. Wow. Yes! Always count on the running backs, everybody. Ball game. Dalvin Cook, player of the game. 2 takeaways. I'm sure that with the defense, with like 3 people, you could do better plans for defense. Because the stock coverages, 5 out of 6 controlled by CPU, can easily be manipulated. Like, I don't think 6 versus 7 would necessarily be better, but I feel like in 1v1 scenarios, it would balance the game more if it was 6 on 7. But I can see how, with users and communication, it would be pretty cool. Yep, still doing NFL head coach. I'll have that today. What's going on, Decanator? Glad you could make it. Might try one more against the CPU. I'll be ending the Bucks series on Madden 20 pretty soon, actually. Wait a minute. Modifiers. It makes him 6'2", 215? So what's the point of having height and weight that you set? Where do I see Cook going next year unless I think the Vikings pay him? I mean, I think they'll really try to come to a deal. They've built the offense so much around running the ball, and while you can change out running backs, you know, teams always sign the guy. I'd love to see Dalvin stick around if they can make it a more reasonable deal. If it's like, you know, the same contracts that we see given to guys like Devontae Freeman and Todd Gurley that don't pan out, I don't think that's a good idea. But otherwise, I mean, if he ends up going somewhere else, you can pretty much count on it being a team that has a rookie quarterback deal that can afford to pay a running back. So it'll be a team like Jacksonville or insert team here. I think the Jaguars are going to trade Leonard Fournette at some point, but we'll see. But it'll definitely be a team that can absorb a big salary, and that's usually a terrible team. And do running backs make terrible teams better? No, they don't. I am really good at that. Oh, that could have been sweet. I didn't know he was left-handed. Oh, you can flip these plays. I just learned that now. Glad I finally figured that out. Look at Warren. We're just playing sim now. I should try to play the most like sim-style yard offense. Timing based. Deep ball. Jackson? Nope. I think one of the keys, too, is to make sure you pay attention to the line of scrimmage, and you want to limit those double passes. Because that's where problems arise. Like, you got to make sure you're quick to making those tackles so they can't do it. But can't you do that, like, quick, where you just basically bat the ball instead of, like, a full-on catch animation and everything? Can't you, like, deflect it to somebody else? Do I throw 2 ints a game? I think it would average out to more like 1.5, 1.2. Ooh, what a dive. That animation would make someone mad. Hey, all I want to know, or all I want to see is the Twins not meet the Yankees in the first round. I just want to see a different opponent, finally. Just every playoff memory has to be, you know, either them losing that one year to the Angels or the Yankees. Like, I want something different for once. Why didn't you just run it? Yeah, the man coverage in here is not as reliable as I was playing in the regular mode. Do I think Harrison Smith could be in the Hall of Fame one day? I actually think that's possible. He's put together a pretty good resume to this point. If he does it for a few more years, I think there's a really good chance. Maybe not on first ballot, but for sure one of the best, you know, Viking players I've been able to watch. This will be my last game here at the Yard, but not the last game of the stream, okay? We're going to play some franchise after this. I think I've had my fill of the Yard. And, I'm good. Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that makes it to the Team Hall of Fame, Ring of Honor type of deal. I think, you know, he's on a Hall of Fame level, but you gotta really pad the resume at certain positions. Receiver's a difficult one to get into. Oh, come on. That was Kyle Fuller. He can tackle. Warren can't. Warren is the worst. Torrey Holt's not in the Hall of Fame? Hey, I'll take that. Oh yeah, Julio's a lock. I think Julio for sure. Oh, I tried to lateral it. The animation played, but he went down. could pull off some pretty cool stuff in here. Would I rather have Khalil Mack or Aaron Donald? I'd probably take Donald just because I think he can play like one more position than Mack. Should have been a fumble. Yep, next head coach episode is today. I'll be editing that after the stream today. Oh, almost picked. Love or Hurts? Short term, I'd say Jalen Hurts. Long term, probably Jordan Love, but I really want to see what Hurts can do. I hope Philly uses him even if he's not starting, and you know he won't be unless Wentz is hurt. There we go. This is the EA Access early trial. I don't have the full copy myself. All right. I did want to play a game on franchise though, because I still have to test some stuff out. So that was a look at the yard. I'm good. A random breakout this year in the NFL? What about someone like Divine Ozigbo for the Jaguars after they trade Leonard Fournette and someone has to break out at running back? It'll be Divine Ozigbo. He's on the Jaguars, right? Yeah. Russell Gage for sure. Yeah, every week I play Julio. It'll be a 58-yard touchdown to Russell Gage instead. All right, we're going to the world of franchise, and I'm going to play one of those backup games that I talk about. You know, I like to test out how balanced All-Pro is by using players who are obviously worse against the CPU and seeing how tough the game is. You still think Royce Freeman can be really good? Yeah, I was really high on him coming out of the draft, but it really seems like he'll be the odd man out and probably requesting a trade, I'd imagine. Being the third running back there is not going to do anything to help him get another deal. Does Alex Smith start a game this season? I don't think so. So yeah, all I'm doing here is I'm looking to play with backups. I want to see how much tougher the game gets when I'm using all backups. Irv Smith's going to break out this year too. If you're in fantasy football and you can target him late, you want Irv Smith this year. I think Irv Smith is going to work himself into the starting role, and Kyle Rudolph will become more of a secondary player that primarily gets targeted in the red zone. But I think this is going to be a really big year for Irv Smith. All right, so we pretty much have all backups here. It's not like, undrafted caliber players. They're obviously on NFL rosters, but it's a much worse team that we're going to use here going into this game. That Mutt series you did a few years ago was actually really fun to watch. Yeah, I had fun with it for a while. And then I hit a wall. And Ultimate Team is one of those modes. It takes either a good time commitment or money commitment. And at that point, I was not willing to go with either one. So I stopped playing Ultimate Team, and I have not played actively since. It actually, those games at the yard were my first time really playing head-to-head anything in Madden in a long time. Actually, I did play some Superstar KO this year. I had some friends that wanted to play it, so I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. Scotty Miller, oh, I'd love to see it. But there's only so much room on that offense when you're talking about O.J. Howard, Gronk, Godwin, Mike Evans, and they draft Tyler Johnson. Yeah, Scotty Miller. He might catch a couple 50-yard passes this year. Yeah, the power creep in Mutt, like, I don't enjoy that, and at a certain point, like, everybody's so high rated, who cares? The difference between a 93 and a 96 in sports games is nearly meaningless. Like, who cares at that point? No teams have weaknesses until you start to get into, like, salary cap, where I think things are a lot more interesting because team construction actually matters. Like, I'm not interested at all in, like, do you want this 95 quarterback or that 95 quarterback? Obviously the one who's faster. Like, that's not where the decision making, I think, is at all interesting. All right, let's play some football. We got backups here for the Vikings against the Houston Texans. Sean Mannion. We got Alexander Madison in here at running back. That's a nice start. Is Nate Stanley on the roster in this game? I didn't look. Justin Jefferson, first down. Yeah, I like Darius Slayton a lot too. I mean, everybody else on that offense is a slot receiver, so he offers something that you're not going to get as much from with Golden Tate and Sterling Shepard. And he had a lot of good moments last year. It all started against the Vikings and Xavier Rhodes. Oh, okay. Caught that one. If you haven't seen yet in this game, the screens are a lot more fun. I guess Thielen's out there right now. Uh-oh. That was not fun. I definitely like this bubble screen one, though, a lot more now. How come Dalvin's already out there? I've seen Dalvin and Thielen. So it's not necessarily a team of all backups I'm playing with here. Just hopefully most of the time it's backups. Yeah, I like Dawson Knox a lot, too. He did not get the ball much at Ole Miss, but probably should have. Yeah, graphics are mostly clean. A lot of the tackle animations are smoother. I've seen a lot less big hits in this game so far. Is the high pass actually back? It's not 40 yards over his head? I love the high and low pass modifiers, but they weren't useful last year. They were broken. That's some sticky coverage. Ooh! I've seen some people say that kicking is overall tougher. Steven Sims. I remember a few of his big plays last year. I know he had a long touchdown against the Patriots. There's him, Antonio Gibson. There's Gandy Golden. Like, that offense, I don't know if they're going to be good, but I know I want to watch. And for some reason, I have to, like, holding L1 here just leaves your player out of position. So if you want to avoid having to use her on defense so you don't just give up plays like that all the time, I guess you have to pass rush. I don't know what's up with that, if it's like a bug. But I don't think it's supposed to be like that, and it hasn't the last couple years. Holding L1 just kind of has them automatically do their assignment. Do I have defensive assist off? I don't believe so. I didn't turn it off. Is it a setting here in-game or at the main menu? All these assists are on. There's not a lot else. These are just visual indicators. Don't touch anything and it'll play its zone. Alright. That'd be amazing if that's back, because I don't like holding L1. I like just being able to watch on defense. Madison. I haven't really checked out face of the franchise. Ooh, CJ Ham. Reaching ahead. That's a new thing. I want to slow that down. I've seen some people on Twitch play the face of the franchise, and I'm just not interested. And plus, it seems like everybody is getting drafted by the Bears. That seems to be the deal right now. I like that reach animation. One of my issues with modes like Face of the Franchise is like, it's just so scripted in favor of you becoming the superstar and the game's just being easy. Like, I don't fantasize about just doing a career mode and being the superstar. Of course, you want your player to become that, but it's basically handed to you because that's what the mode is supposed to be. It's not like, you know, just a standard road to the show where you just might be bad and that's your career. That's fine. You might be an average player. But if you're good, you at least know you earned it. Quick slant. Justin Jefferson is gone. I've seen a few roughing the kickers in this game, too. I could have accepted that. I'm not sure why I didn't. I ran a 4.46 and my QB has 65 speed. That sounds a little messed up. Is Face of the Franchise locked into a specific difficulty? Like, can you choose to play it on all Madden if you wanted to, or is it just kind of what it is? Because from what I saw of people playing, it was just kind of really easy. Yeah, Metellus ain't moving here. So, I don't know. I'm just going to keep pass rushing. All the games are on rookie, and you can't change it. See, that's the kind of thing that would make it completely uninteresting. It's scripted for you to be a superstar and easily win. Yeah, when you get into the NFL, you can change it. But I think the big draw of Face of the Franchise is everything before that. Playing in high school, going to college, getting that whole experience. I'll take that. Yeah, the high school logo's a relocation. I saw that a little while ago. That was a bad juke attempt. I thought he caught that. I heard All Madden is a little bit better this year. I haven't tried All Madden yet. I'm on default All Pro. That's how I usually start, hoping that it's different from years past. Always end up reverting back to All Madden. If I do end up doing a franchise after they update it, won't it be weird starting week 1 when the NFL regular season has already started? I don't think it'll matter. And I'm not necessarily waiting for the first update or anything. So I don't even know if I'll do a franchise, a traditional one on Madden 21, period. Mannion for Smith. That's a touchdown. Pending penalty. Pass interference. Is that a score? Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't think franchises are going to carry over to next gen. I mean, it's possible they do, but I wouldn't expect them to. Unless it's online franchises. I imagine online franchises will. I do not know for sure. But I don't play online franchise anyway. Wow. The frame rate just hitched as my kick meter was going up. My whole thing, though, is I don't expect the next-gen Maddens of this game to be, like, totally different. You know, we're not seeing the boost we saw from PS3 to PS4 where, you know, you were really able to unlock a lot more power. Like, the new consoles are going to be more powerful, but we're going to have a greater boost to things like loading times and frame rates over just, you know, graphical fidelity and that kind of thing. And I imagine the game is going to run on the same engine. And remember, like, the game is on PC. So I don't think they're waiting for new consoles to do something revolutionary. And if they did, what would they do for PC? Like, have some sort of free update? Because you're not releasing the game twice on PC. So I expect the next gen to be this. Maybe a little bit better lighting, visuals, loading times. And that's about it. Oh my, that block. That was nice. Just turn around and take him out. Bang. When they released Madden 25 on next gen, it was actually running on a different engine than with ooh, CJ Ham. That was nice. Running on a different engine than the one on the PS3 and Xbox 360. So obviously there were big changes there. And then from there they eventually made the move to Frostbite, and that was a painful process that was rushed. I appreciate it, Vert. Glad you could be here. I think Jason King is my favorite Bronco. Man, he's becoming mine, too. Every game, he has a highlight block, or I find a way to involve him in the offense as a ball carrier. He's fun. Ooh, Tyler Conklin. Do they add features to franchise when they move PS3 to PS4? No. That was the same. That didn't work. Do you remember that comeback I had with Case Keenum in the Jaguars series? Absolutely. That was a lot of fun. Case Keenum for the Jaguars. That was an experience. That was way before he ever broke out with the Vikings. Here we go. Got a shot. True, another DPI. Second one that takes us to the 1 yard line, too. You know I love this play. This is on All Pro. I'm just seeing how balanced it plays here on this difficulty. And I'm using a lot of backups too, but so far I don't feel that it's super difficult. I feel like the games I played the other day were more difficult. From what I've played so far, the timing routes are going to be a lot more usable. Because for the last couple of years, you know, you'll run these quick routes and you throw it, and the ball goes like straight to a defender, or not even close. Just a terrible throw. That's why I stopped doing timing passes. And a lot of the quick game. I think it's going to be a lot better this year. So it's 24-7, and their only score came on a play where I was showing how the defensive assist doesn't work. Maybe we'll try all Madden. Are fades a thing yet? I don't think that's really any different. You just gotta get lucky and throw a jump ball. With the high ball modifier seeming to work a lot better this year, you can throw those a lot more reliably. George Kittle or Travis Kelce? I think I would go Kittle by just a little bit. I would say George Kittle right now is the best tight end in the league. But it's very close at the very top. And then there's a steep drop-off. I think the drop-off even to guys like Ertz is really steep when compared to those two. Although I think Ertz might be even down a tier with guys like Darren Waller on the rise. Let's try all Madden. I wish there was an out-of-the-park baseball version of this. Yeah, a football sim like that would be a blast. I'll use a different team. I don't have to play as the Vikings all the time. Just sometimes. Who would be fun to play with right now? Panthers. And y'all know why already. Great team to face, too. I want to see how challenging it is to guard, like, Julio Jones and whatnot. Stephon Gilmore or Trey White? I think Gilmore right now is the best corner in the NFL. I think Tre'Davious White is top 3. I think he's a little bit behind. It's not far. When I think of that absolute top tier, I think there's Gilmore, Ramsey, and Trey White. A.J. Brown or Terry McLaurin? I go A.J. Brown. I was really high on him coming out of college. And he certainly lived up to the hype as a rookie. I think he exceeded all hype. In an offense that really doesn't, you know... If you're a receiver trying to break out, I'm not sure that Tennessee offense was necessarily the best one to do it, but he still did. I really don't like those like sped up animations on those cuts. Like that was introduced a couple of years ago, and it just really is unnecessary. Like it goes into fast forward. Hyper speed. Like it's significantly the boost is significant. Ah, I'm not sure what that receiver was doing for blocking. Ooh, I don't want to throw a pick six with Teddy. Buchanan jumped it. That was nice. I thought I had him wide open. I mean, I threw the ball pretty quick, but... Sorry, Teddy. Let's see if the Falcons can capitalize then. Down goes Ryan. I'm in franchise mode now. I played the yard for a little bit, kind of got what I was looking for out of it, and time to move on. Going for it. Julio! Wow. I love seeing the CPU attempt those kind of aggressive passes. One of the big things that's challenging with the AI that they have to figure out is how to make the CPU aggressive, but not too aggressive. I know in reading some of the write-ups before the game came out, they talked about how the CPU is supposed to be targeting like their better players on third downs and in more critical situations. Hopefully we can create some of those and see how they approach difficult parts of the game. Hopefully I'm at least putting up points and I can make it competitive, and they have to. I did one season sim to test regression. I didn't see anything that I thought was a lot different. I mean, I saw Deshaun Jackson lose 52 points. I saw some 28-year-olds lose like 5. Nothing that seemed different to me. Do I think the feature where players reach for first down or touchdown was implemented well? I haven't seen the animation play very many times. I saw it once in this game, and it made sense, it was logical, and it was effective. Actually, it was the game I played prior to this, with C.J. Ham. Teddy Bridgewater. A little fake. Oh! Not good. Oh yeah, they got Dante Fowler. Here's the deep ball from Teddy. What do you mean he can't throw it? Incomplete for Curtis Samuel. RPOs need to be fixed. What don't you like about them? I enjoy them quite a bit. The ones with screens are a lot more fun this year for sure. I got a good bull rush there. He threw it away. I keep forgetting I can actually call man coverage a bit more often. Not that this team is going to have the greatest man coverage corners and I should go one-on-one with Julio Jones, but good to know it's a lot more useful in this game. The playbook is opened up significantly. Especially when you're talking about being able to blitz with man-to-man coverage on third downs. I mean, that's a very common thing in the NFL, and you can hardly get away with it in Madden. And then off-man coverage is usually just annihilated, so I want to test that out more too. Can't get the stop on Gurley. CPU clock management still messed up? From what I've seen, yeah. Ooh, short goes down. I'm really interested, though, in that PGA 2K21. I may have to get that and stream that a little bit. You've seen me throw hundreds of interceptions. Just wait until I have to do something properly on the golf course. Is the career mode fun? I think that'd be the main draw for me in PGA. Is like the career mode interesting? From what I saw, you don't upgrade your character, you upgrade your equipment, which I think is fine. Or you get different equipment with different strengths and weaknesses, I'm pretty sure. But I was wondering how the progression overall worked. I know they have so many courses, and then, you know. What was that? Like, not even I would have thrown that one. Career mode is very fun. I'm going to check out more of it, maybe pick that up. Yeah, so I love the fact that Ryan's able to escape this pressure. But I don't love this. UTSA was my favorite dynasty you did. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, UTSA is the first real time I spent on NCAA in my life. Like, that's where it began for me, honestly. Toss out McCaffrey. Who is my favorite quarterback? In the NFL, my favorite quarterback is Russell Wilson. I just think he's one of the most exciting players. He's so good out of structure. And, I think also, I know they don't pass enough in Seattle, but, you know, a lot of the passing they do with RPOs and play action, a lot of stuff out of the shotgun, is a lot of stuff that I personally like as far as just offensive philosophy. They just have to do more of it. His escapability in the pocket, his accuracy. Don't give Leighton a contract. We want Cam. The drama is always back. I always have to have some drama when it comes to quarterbacks in my series. Like, it just... We don't have enough stability. I'm not trying to just manufacture drama there, but... It shows up anyway. RPO action there. Angle wide open for McCaffrey. We're going to put the CPU into a 2-minute situation, though, so for those of you that wanted to see that, you'll get it. Unless I throw a pick 6 and I'm right back on the field. Very possible, by the way. I don't feel like I have as good of control of the running back on those first initial steps. I'm trying to get, I'm trying to be patient, but also, like, make a sudden move to avoid Grady Jarrett. But it's like, you see where I'm trying to get. And it's hard to make that subtle move. It ends up taking too long and I don't hit the hole. It might just be my fault. I might have to just get the feel for it in this game. Rebuild the team with a bad defense. I think when it comes to my next rebuild, the main thing I want to look at is maybe not having to get a quarterback so quick. To switch it up. Teddy's outside, and there he goes. Touchdown, Teddy Bridgewater. That's not a spike. Do I feel Jarrett is underrated? Yeah, I mean, he's the best player on that defense by far. I think, compared to anybody. Even in the beginning of the year last season, when the Falcons were just straight garbage, Grady Jarrett wasn't. I remember him playing well against the Vikings in that very first game, overwhelming that interior. No one else was making plays. All right, so a 2-minute offense here for the Falcons. My favorite NFL team, I'm a Viking fan. Good swim move. Ooh. And Ryan stands in. Kind of want to see that again. Pass rushing is a lot more fun in this game, I will say. I'm going to call it... I couldn't get the timeout off. It does kind of feel a little easy. But pass rushing, when you win, it feels pretty good. I won here pretty quick with Brian Burns on this snap. Didn't even get a good jump off the line. Did not have to, because swim over the top. Here's full speed. And I think Ryan may owe his running back a nice dinner after that one. Todd Gurley saved him. Let's try with Gross Matos. He's not going to be as high rated as Brian Burns. Well, got my club move to work there. I'm not really making them manage the clock. They're moving the ball too easily. All right, let's press Julio Jones. I'm sure that won't work. It did. Did I like Madden 25? On next gen, no. On prior gen, kind of. I remember being very frustrated with sliders in that game. Move failed that time. All right, couldn't get it to work there. Gurley, where are you going? That's a good timeout there. That's a good timeout. 47 seconds left, 3rd and 4. Maybe in Madden 20 they let that run. Not sure. Throwing that quick. Gurley! It feels like there's still something off with the pathfinding for ball carriers. Like, what is the optimal route to go? And that causes some unnatural movement. Like, here, all you have to do is run to this spot where my cursor is. And that would be, you know, a straight line, basically, from where he's at. Just go there. but he gets cutting up field here for some reason. Shoulders parallel with the field. Doesn't have to. Just take it at an angle and go in here. There's something off because, first of all, he doesn't follow that path, which would be more optimal. And then he makes this hard cut and almost goes out of bounds. Shy of the end zone. The result is fine, but you see the process will lead to problems in other situations. I don't think I would revisit an older franchise, mostly because I don't think most of the gameplays would hold up. That would be the biggest issue for me. Like, certain games, certain routes were overpowered or unusable, and like every Madden has its issues, and sometimes, you know, they get things fixed and different problems open up. I'd rather deal with the modern problems than the ones of like 6-7 years ago. You know, I like having certain abilities in this game now. That's a nice job, Dion. But, you know, like the ability to customize your audibles on the fly, the ability to decide what zone techniques you want to play. There are a lot of things that I would miss if I went back to some of those games too. Gurley did it again. What is my favorite memory with the Vikings? Diggs sideline touchdown. Good timeout. Which current gen Madden has the best franchise mode? Well, they weren't all very different. I'd have to go with Madden 20. Or this one, just because it's the newest. But here's another issue, though, with like the ball carrier decision making. He doesn't score a touchdown. The pass catcher here does not score a touchdown. What is it with getting upfield parallel? Round that angle and just go here. End up here, not here. You know there's backside pursuit. There's pursuit right behind you. Pressure. Ryan can't get away. And they have no timeouts left. You should make a franchise that the league has teams from all your franchises, like the Panthers with Lance Adams, Jags with Nataki, all in one league. That would be really cool. It would take a lot of work to put together, but that would be pretty sweet if they all could coexist in the universe like that. Yeah, the scenario engine has a lot of potential. Like, there are so many cool things you could do with it. And I don't think they're things that would take a lot of resources to do. Because it's just like basic text, goals, and then reward if you meet the condition. There's a lot more they could do with that. And then I think, you know, they suggested maybe unhappy players wanting like a trade. That's where the scenario engine would shine. Maybe players asking for their contracts, or maybe players saying, okay, I don't want to sign. There's so many things you could do with the guts of the scenario engine that are already there. That's why I've been saying the last couple of years, Madden doesn't need to add on a bunch of new features if they're not going to add depth to them. How about take the features you already have in franchise and actually do something with them. Stop building out and start building up. Let's get some depth into the scenario engine. Let's get some depth into the coaching staffs and the scheme fits. Let's add on to scouting to make it more interesting. This year, we didn't even get nothing new. Nothing new and basic at all. We'll see what they do in terms of updates, but it ain't in the game right now. It won't be in the game tomorrow. We got some tight coverage. We're just not making any plays on the ball. And yeah, I think the resources put into these story modes, like Face of the Franchise, I mean, I don't think they're worth it, but I'm also not the target audience for modes like that, so I don't know. Maybe they do have good stats that show people like that, but in my eyes, it is a waste of time, because the primary reason is because it does not make the game better for the long term. A story mode will help sell that copy of the game. But when that copy of the game is done, it's no longer a long-term investment. It's a one-year investment. And how can you, in a one-year cycle in the world of sports games, work on anything that is just a one-year investment? That doesn't make sense to me. You need to put in work that, you know, can sell games for years to come. Not work that has to be done for that game and then is scrapped and they just do it all over again. I don't think the campaign focus for a sports game makes a lot of sense. But I mean, 2K's done it with my career, and obviously they're successful. But I think they put a lot more resources into other parts of the game so they don't lag behind as much. Maybe this year with my league was different. I didn't get the game, but I know a lot of you told me that, you know, it wasn't great, it wasn't improved. But I know for a lot of years, it was. Fantasy question, Chubb or Mixon? I'm going to probably have to go with Nick Chubb there. Reason? He is the better player in my eyes, and he's on the better offense. They are both going to be, you know, bell cow running backs for the most part, who will lose some pass game work to their backups, whether it's Gio Bernard or Kareem Hunt. And they're both going to get goal line work. They're both big play threats. But I want the guy who's going to be on the offense I think is better, with more chances to win games, more chances to be in positive game script where they are leading the game and running the clock out. I'm not sure the Browns are going to be a great team, but I'm sure they're going to be better than the Bengals. I am sure of that right now as I get my own fantasy prep ready for the season. So I would easily go Chubb. If I had the choice to do it like 3 different times, I'd probably do 2 shares of Chubb, 1 share of Mixon. I am horrible. And the Bengals, yeah, the offensive line just worries me so much. And where you're taking those players so high in the draft, like, to take players that have question marks early in fantasy is just something I don't like to do. I don't like to take risks early. At all. Alright, I'm going to take that back, or not. Did I get a haircut, Kane? Yeah, a little bit ago, like a month ago, I got a haircut. Might be due for another one soon. Just trim it up. We're getting a lot of pressure. Usually I'm not used to getting pressure on all Madden, so that's a breath of fresh air. How about the T-Wolves' #1 pick? Anthony Edwards would be a great fit with D'Lo and Towns. Yeah, I don't even know who Anthony Edwards is, actually. Like, everybody knew who Zion was, but I have no idea who the top prospect is this year. Is there a consensus #1 guy who went to Powerhouse for a year? This game is harder than Madden 20? I think, yeah. I think the gameplay has been made a little bit tougher. There's like 0 top guys this year. That's the T-Wolves' luck, I guess. There's got to be at least one really good guy, though, right? Three interceptions. Don't show that anymore. I will check out Maximum Football. I really want to see what they've been able to do since last year. And I know they're focusing more on franchise, so they'll definitely have my attention. I want to see what they're building, and I can appreciate the process if it's showing improvement from one year to the next. And I think we know, you know, in sports games, making progress in a year's time is difficult. Then you consider, you know, an indie game with a small team. That's a challenge. But everything I've heard so far suggests that Maximum Football has taken a leap this year. Drew Lock or Danny Dimes, IRL? Drew Lock. I'm not a Daniel Jones believer yet. We're getting annihilated up front, though, in the ground game. I can't go anywhere with McCaffrey. Nice. Finally timed up a slant. I've been playing this game for 20 years. There we go. Might not win it, but I want to score again. Why is Ian Thomas not at tight end? I don't know. It might have, he might have gotten hurt and they signed somebody. I got Jacob Hollister here. I just simulated that I'm picking this team up partway into the season. Yeah, there's no running lane. I'm pretty sure in Super Mega Baseball 3, if you tell the runner to advance, he sprints slightly. The pocket movement more or less feels the same to me. You know, they used to have that ability on the right stick where you could flick it and make that sudden move to dodge defenders. I think that should be back in the game. It'd be a great mechanic to have in there to evade blitzes and whatnot. Coverage is sticky. There we go. Arma inside the 5. Yeah, I have seen the throwing out of sacks. It's pretty cool, but your accuracy is going to be pretty bad on them too. So you might be trading a few of those sacks you would have taken in the past for interceptions if you're not careful. Nice, DJ Moore. Thoughts on doing a series on an older NCAA? So, in my last member stream, I'm not even sure how this happened, but I started playing NCAA 08 or something on PS2. I cannot remember which game it was, but it's somewhere around here. And I was really liking the gameplay. I got into Dynasty with a really small school, and I was just messing around. I was actually playing with Delaware, and in that game they had Joe Flacco. So I was throwing the ball with Joe Flacco at Delaware against some FCS school. And I enjoyed the little bit I played there. So maybe. Although I will say, I've been working on a new NCAA 14 slider set. I've been tweaking the one I had. And the last handful of games have been really, really solid, I feel. I think I'm getting that set really dialed in. So if I want to continue playing NCAA 14, it still feels pretty fresh. That's one issue I've been having lately, is just getting the game to feel a lot more dynamic and not so samey from game to game. And I felt like the changes I've made recently have made my gameplay much better. Yeah, I think this is still going to be the last Kalispell season. I think it's time. I mean, it's run its course. We've done a lot. Just can't get the football back. I'd still probably like have fun if I continued it, but I think I'm ready to start looking at different ideas and stuff. If I could redo anything on Broncos franchise, what would it be? Drafting Adam Kane. That was a mistake. I think regardless, like, I look to end Kalispell. I want to make sure we get to see what happens with McNair. Like, I won't just leave it hanging there. We'll figure out something. Like, I don't know if I want to take over a team in the same universe. I think I'd rather not. But that doesn't mean I can't do some sort of long-term sim or something. And, I'm not sure it would be a bad idea. Season 14 can be the end of the Kalispell dynasty without necessarily being the last you see of it. Like, I could sim the next couple years, but like play the bowl game or something. That'd be one idea. If you want to see McNair's career end a little more satisfyingly. Perhaps some sort of just bowl game special could be put together, where I show you where the team is if I do some simulating. I don't know how I want to attack that yet, but we'll see McNair's season end. So nobody could run the football in that game, and I couldn't throw the ball. How CPU versus CPU? I haven't seen a ton of it yet. Just a couple drives. But I imagine it's solid. I mean, even Madden 19, a game I really did not enjoy, I liked CPU gameplay there. Last 3 Maddens, it's been solid. I see no reason why it wouldn't be here. Alright, everybody, that is going to do it for the stream today. I need to get the head coach video edited, and that'll be up tonight. But I hope you enjoyed the look at the yard today with Brandon Warren. Got to play some more franchise here. My thoughts on the game remain the same. I think it's taken some steps forward in gameplay. There are still some things that are weird with the AI and like their ball carrying. That's really standing out to me. Some of the quarterback AI as well. I think some things are better. I do not think the game is a significant leap from Madden 20 in any area. And I think the yard is kind of cool after playing it. I don't think it's for me. But that's going to do it for me, everybody. I'll see you again soon with more content. I appreciate your time, your support. Have a great weekend, everybody.